Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. The Cowboys going up against the Broncos. With that, let's go out to Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Oh, spinning away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Third down now. It's C.J. Anderson. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Simeon. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And the wide out in motion. A first down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on...
And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Let's go! Ohio! Check! Here we go!
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
A big-time run there by Anderson. 54 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Justin Forsett taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points up.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
Prescott, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. A second down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Maybe had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They start the drive with Anderson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Simeon.
Love them mixes, bro. Keep them coming. But the NY Giants taking it this year.
For Demaryius Thomas, he's over 1,000 yards again as a receiver.
6th straight year he's done that, but yards per catch and touchdowns down a little bit. Any of that due to the change at quarterback?
Think about it. For him now, in the last 2 seasons, he's had to get used to 4 different quarterbacks throwing him the football. I think that yards per catch will go back up when he gets some consistency. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
No gain, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They come up in an offset eye. Another run, this time, though, for Zed. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Simeon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott to throw this time. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. In motion left comes Bryant. Looking to throw, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his second season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Alert, alert. 3 down. Let's go. What? Nothing. What?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football before this game started.
I feel they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have a superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now it's all there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now
Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out.
And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And it's up and good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Bryant has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go.
Wildcat look. It's Elliott. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, run in the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
In motion left now is Beasley. Third and long for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Prescott to throw it, and that's caught by Beasley. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Prescott.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And they're going to speed things up here.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A 7-time Pro Bowler with the Cowboys, DeMarcus Ware. In to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. He's got time in the pocket, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. There's a direct snap to Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up down the numbers. There he goes. And a cut to the right and some open field here. He's at the 30, the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he's got room. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott to throw this time. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Bryant the man in motion right. Prescott on 1st down. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And on 2nd and 10 now. QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 42 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, Anderson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
No, check, Patriot!
Running for it. Here's Anderson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep them moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now they're in the hurry-up. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. And quickly, they get to the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Simeon. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 46 yards. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. 3rd and long for Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
Play clock winding down. Throwing. Prescott. Caught left side. Williams. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Let's go.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. A gain of 3, second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Back to blitz coming, and down he goes. Rolando McClain in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And out now come the Cowboys. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands right there.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
I'm not a Cows fan, lol. I'm a Dolphins fan. But I haven't played with these cows for a while.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Bills going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Prescott. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's second down. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
In motion right is Bryant. Here's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here's the 11 starters on defense for Buffalo. And the new coaching staff really coming in. They can look at two numbers, kind of yin and yang. They're good against the pass, 6th in the league, 29th, though, against the run.
Well, if you look at this new coaching staff that has taken over in Buffalo and trace their past, it starts with them stopping the run because they are a very aggressive, blitz-happy type of a group, but it only begins with stopping the run first. So I expect that number to improve in 2017 for Buffalo.
First and goal, they'll look to... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out here in the I. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. For McCoy this year, 5th time in his 8-year career that he's topped the 1,000-yard mark. Charles, first time he's done it with the Bills, though, finished with 1267.
And he's the type of player that you can build around. And what I mean by that is, as a runner, as a pass catcher, he does a little bit of everything, and he opens up the offense for everyone else around him, the complementary players. But he's a guy, heavy-duty ball carrier, and also get him in space, and he can break people down.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rolando McClain in there to get him for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
A long way to go for the offense here on third down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being... And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Rolando McClain in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here's McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When the H route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Well, they'll get 16 yards there, and the Bills are going to have a first down. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tap. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. They find some open field here. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Here we go. What? 92. Flex round. Flex round.
They go to Elliott again. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. 3rd down and 3.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Ohio, here we go. Grand 38. Ohio, let's go. Grand 38.
4th down. Here's Taylor. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Prescott now, and that's caught by Beasley. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big-time drop.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
Now Prescott on 4th down. That's caught at the 3. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams from a yard out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we can...
And all the... Robert Woods, 77 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down and back onto the field. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Prescott again, surveying the field. Drops it underneath to Elliott. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A first down throw for Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go.
And they'll put Bryant in motion left. Prescott to throw on 4th. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. On second down, Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Again, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Fighting through. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Ohio! Hey, turn it up. Let's go! Grand 38! Flex round! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Flex round!
They'll run for it with McFadden. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. In motion left comes Bryant. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete. That
completion, Charles gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they take possession.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Cardinals going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Palmer on first down. And his first look is incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. That'll bring up second down. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover. Great moves in short areas.
Here's Palmer to throw. And Gresham's got it over the middle. He won't go down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
That one was intended for John Brown. Now 4th down.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jaron Brown, 68 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
Flex round.
4th down, Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Defense showing blitz. They come out here in the eye. Throwing is Palmer. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And able to find John Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 42 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll come out in the pistol. Prescott to throw this time. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Here we go. Bryant 38.
Prescott on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A good pickup there, 22. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Darren McFadden punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Third down, still 14 yards left. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. Third and long for Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is that...
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Andrew Gachkar. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, Palmer. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy-bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Another pistol look here. They'll try and throw for it with Palmer. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And then
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Palmer to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jalen Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he motions the wide receiver. A second down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Palmer, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And out now come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Palmer to throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
That's what I do. Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Prescott now on second down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. A first down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well. Before.
Thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. In motion left comes Bryant. Prescott to throw it. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. In motion right comes Beasley. Now Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
4th down, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. With their hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go, let's go.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1.
Let's go, let's go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next,
David Johnson on his way. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 81 yards. And the Cardinals add on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. What?
And the back goes into motion.
Flex round. Flex round.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. In motion right comes Beasley. Prescott on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Motion.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Now the Cowboys' offense heads back onto the field. Bryant, the man in motion right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Another pistol look here. On the run, Dunbar. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They come out here in the eye. They pitch it out to Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. In motion here is Witten. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this one's incomplete. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Man open left side, it's Williams. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Prescott looks to throw on first. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now come the Cardinals. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them.
David Johnson on his way. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go!
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got time in the pocket, sliding out of the pocket, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position, and when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Oh, Palmer looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And Charles, it's 1.